what are your views on supervision and specifically about remote supervision? Is that something that can ever be introduced as a place in pharmacy?
I've just come back from the panel discussion with Mark Cosio and the rest of the team on there, and I've not been given any convincing argument for remote supervision. And we've seen previously when we had the 2-hour RP regulations, that was completely abused by certain companies. We're not even currently using those 2 hours properly within the profession, within the sector. So to now make further regulatory changes or legal changes, all it will do is weaken the supervision regulations. We've seen throughout the pandemic, they're saying, it's in the case of force majeure, there's bad weather, what do you do? Well, in the last 7 months that we ran surveys on pharmacists and locums, an average locum was sitting at home for 50 days in a 7-month period. We've brought in 6,000 extra pharmacists and technicians that were retired. There was no shortage, there wasn't any issues getting anywhere. And in the case of an extreme emergency in a force majeure, there are legislations in place which allows dispensed drugs to be handed out. So that's never an issue. So to keep using that as an excuse again and again, it just sounds like they've not thought the whole process through. I think Pharmacist has been really lazy about the way they've done the whole thing. We do need to improve the profession. We do need to start doing more clinical services. We do need more pharmacists in the pharmacy to do the clinical services, to do the day-to-day walking and dealing with patients. But changing legislation that doesn't need to be changed isn't the way forward.